Friends, it's time to talk about the collectors that came out this year. So Monsterhigh collector dolls is what we're going to talk about today. I seen a post on Reddit. I'll give credit right now. You'll see the image above. Who had this idea? Credit to them for putting all the pictures together. In any case, let's read some of the comments of what people are saying in regards to the collector releases and which are their favorite. So first we have Alien. They said that doll was made with love and flair. So the xenomorph doll they're talking about, that doll I do have to agree was very detail oriented. It was a very, very good doll. You getting distracted, Rosie. In any case, it was a very, very good doll. Lots of love went into it. I'm very surprised with the doll community, how many people are actually a fan of the franchise in itself, just because I honestly had no idea. But then again, I think if you're not even a fan of the Alien series, you have to admit a lot of detail, a lot of work went into this very doll. So somebody else in the comments did mention Twyla as well as Venus. I am not a huge fan of Venus, just her design, so I am biased. You could let me know if you guys found the Venus collector doll like really cool. But Twyla, I do have to agree with, because when they showed stock images of Twyla first coming out, I thought she was so stinking cool. The only thing is, when I did see people actually get her, I felt like the hair was a little too crazy, like kind of how my hair is. Like, it was a poofy mess. And it's one of those things where it's like, if you are paying collector prices, I feel like there should be more thought as to how you're going to get the ringlets to look as good as you have them in the stock photos. So yeah, that was a little disappointing just to see. She's one of those dolls, if I ever got my hands on her, I'd probably prefer her out of box, even though I do love the design of Twyla's box. And I'm sorry if you still hear all the birds. The birds are very chatty over here. But in any case, they Twyla had a gorgeous, 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 what is it? Sweet Screams design on her box. She was so cool. If I could get my hands on her, even outside of her box, like, even though I love the design of the box, like, so cute. The packaging is superlative. Yeah, I love her so much. I know some of you guys don't like clowns. She's giving a clown vibe to me, though. I don't know if you agree. Comment below. So Todi Zhuki, how you pronounce the username, is that Twyla and Caddy. Now, I don't know, I'm not vibing with her design too much. Like, I do like that she's in the G3 body. I think that's an unpopular opinion, just because I think a lot of people were expecting her to be in the G1 body. I do like G3 Caddy, but I almost feel like they don't know how to design a doll with those proportions yet. Like, they do a fine job with Draco Laura, so I don't know why they can't do a better job with Caddy. Like, I feel like she just gets, I don't know, she doesn't get as much love towards her, and it's really unfortunate, because I do love her as a base doll. I love the look of her, and I love some of the restyles I've seen of her, but when it comes to like paying a certain price point, and they haven't even gotten the doll yet. I know she's a Fang Boat doll, but they haven't even gotten her. I don't know how long that takes for people to get their hands on them, but I feel like people have been waiting around for a while. Gigi Jolly said, geez, there's so many, it's only October. Facts, right? Facts. Like, do you guys get overwhelmed as collectors just like with how many releases we're getting this year? Because it's crazy. So this user mentions Megan, which is actually one of my favorites too. I'll mention all of my favorites here at the end. But yeah, it was funny with their comment at the end, like saying that they're gonna run away. Just leave his comment here, because like they feel like nobody agrees with them. I don't know too many that like the Megan doll. I don't know if it's because her face comes off, but I kind of like it. I think she's a very beautiful doll, and maybe that's what people don't like. They expect more spookiness from Monsterhigh, and she's a very just conventionally beautiful doll, I guess you can say. Like, I love her makeup. I mean, I own her, so again, a little bias here, but I find her to be so dang beautiful. I was surprised because scrolling through the comments, I didn't see too many people say Corpse Bride. And again, giving away one of my favorites. I do love the Corpse Bride aesthetic. Again, I grew up with the, the movie. So this user says Alien, and then second would have to be the Beetlejuice set. I'm actually surprised. I didn't think too many people liked the Beetlejuice set that came out this year. I feel like I've heard a lot more people like the first set that came out, but you'll have to comment below. Let me know if you own the Beetlejuice set. Am I missing something? I do kind of like her red dress, but I think for both Beetlejuice collectors, I just wouldn't really go out of my way to get, just because there's so many other collector dolls and G1 dolls I want to get that I just love more. So this user did say Skelita, in their opinion, the best Skelita ever made, which is a strong statement. You guys will have to let me know in the comments below how you feel about the collector Skelita that was released this year, or is going to be released. I'm not even sure because I haven't kept an eye on her. So this person mentioned that the event of the year, Xenomorph and Barbie X Monsterhigh, which is Frankie, blew it out of the water. But they also enjoyed David from the Lost Boys. You guys will have to comment below your thoughts and opinion on that doll. I never even finished the Megan 2.0. Actually, no, the first Megan. I lied. Never even finished the first Megan. And I still got the doll. So I obviously am a fan of her design. So this user does mention the beautiful Claudine Wall. She's one of my personal favorites. I do agree the price point was a little crazy on this doll, but considering she is one of the main goals in Monsterhigh, she did deserve a beautiful collector doll, and she did get that. If you haven't checked it out already, I will link it down in the description box below, the unboxing of Claudine Wolf. So it's a good one. I'm a huge fan of her. So going to my favorite collector dolls of this year, 2025, I'm gonna have to say number one is Claudine Wolf. Did you see it coming? I don't know. Did you see it coming? Number two, I would probably have to say Barbie X Monsterhigh, which is the Frankie doll. I am a G1 Frankie stan. I find them to be so beautiful. Number three, I'm gonna have to go with a tie between Corpse Bride Emily and Megan. Oh, that Megan doll is so cool. And the Corpse Bride Emily. I love her so much. She's so cool. Fourth would be Xenomorph. I know, you probably expect her to be higher in the list. But I don't think she really goes with my aesthetic. You guys know me. I love pink, black. I love my pastels. Xenomorph, as detail-oriented as she is, and how much nostalgia I have towards the Alien movies, I just wouldn't say it doesn't beat the dolls that before this, before these, but I am curious as to what are your favorites from 2025. Please comment them below so we can start a conversation.
The purple one was nice. The hairy looking one was nice. The funky looking one that was all blue was nice. The one with the face falling off, she was pretty nice looking. And the alien, yeah.
Can you translate what that means for the general audience, please?
Okay, so I like the Megan doll.
That's your number one,
That was
right?
my number one.
Okay.
I like Twyla. Then there was the Corpse Bride, the Alien, and then Claudine Wolf.
Which I forgot about Twyla, right? That's what it was. I forgot about Twyla in my top five. So I technically did five because I did two of them tied for third place. But we're going to add Twyla somewhere in the mix. I can't really pick an order, to be honest with you. So Twyla's there, okay? Just so you know. Do you own any of these collector dolls that came out this year? Because, yeah, also curious on that. Don't forget to like this video on your way out. And I think that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.